solutions for education?
BindTuning is multi-industry platform for building connected and engaging solutions for modern workplaces and SharePoint and Microsoft Teams. And back in 2017, we found the need to showcase our solutions for different industries to our customers. And education was one of those industries. So we started creating templates for education. At the time, we showcased our solution for the context of school districts, for the context of individual schools, and also for the context of universities. And in the past 6 years, our experience with different education customers actually led us to evolve that offering into new and different solutions, namely the development of Microsoft Teams apps. And this allows the creation of innovative, different, and very context-specific teams in Microsoft Teams for education, but also the development of deployment automation solutions that allow the easy creation not only of teams in Microsoft Teams, but also of those solutions for intranets.
All right, so in the post-pandemic world, what do you see as technological challenges schools are facing right now? How can the school IT administrators best address them?
As we see schools reopening all over the world and with very flexible schedules and new measures in place, we believe that a big majority of those schools is still considering hybrid learning scenarios. And in many cases, we expect still remote learning scenarios. So we don't really know how the pandemic will evolve. We have to be ready for all those cases. And we know that technology is getting ready to face those challenges and with innovative and different solutions. We believe that COVID actually forced a size of digitalization that was not seen ever before. So we have many different challenges to face. One of them is obviously maintaining what we call the digital campus. And it is crucial to guarantee that we have good communication in kind of within four different elements, which is the communication between the school, the teachers, the parents, and the students. And for this, BindTuning, we rely on our solutions for SharePoint, namely the ability to create very engaging digital campuses with good and strong communication assets, but also with the creation of very specific teams by using BindTuning apps. But also, I believe that one of the biggest challenges will be the digital classroom. And digital classrooms in Teams and Microsoft Teams adoption in this scenario actually poses several different challenges.
So when it comes to Teams adoption in education, which challenges are those?
I believe we do have different challenges. The first one is scale. So how can school administrators in the beginning of every school year in an easy and quick way create all the Microsoft Teams teams that are required to support all the classrooms? And we know that there are some tools available, but those tools do not encompass and do not include all the assets that are required currently. And those are, in first place, users. So when we create those teams, we have to make sure that all the teachers, all the students are automatically added to those teams based on the Azure AD. But also, and at the same time, we want to make sure that content is provided and added to those teams. And this is absolutely crucial. And when I'm talking about content, I mean all the OneNote files and content within the OneNotes. I mean assignments that are predefined and that are prepared to help teachers along the way during the school year have their classes ready for their students, but also an enormous number of files that have to be provided also to support those classes. So when we want to gain that scale, we want to make sure that at the same time users and content are added to teams automatically. And this allows schools to actually also sort of address a very important challenge, which is standardization. We know that teachers are in many different levels of expertise when it comes to their digital skills. So we want to make sure that students, regardless of the digital skills of teachers, actually have access to the same level of educational assets. And this is absolutely important. At the same time, it is also crucial that we have the ability to provide regular updates to teachers. So as the school year goes by, how can schools and school IT administrators provide new and fresh content to teachers that is defined in a centralized manner?
And how can Bind Tuning help address those issues?
So Bind Tuning has a solution called Automate 365 that actually allows the creation and the automatic deployment of templates. Templates typically for SharePoint, but also for Microsoft Teams in this context. And what this allows is the definition and the creation of prepackaged teams. And those include not only the channels, the tabs, the definition of users, but also content. And all these templates are deployed automatically to Microsoft Teams. So all the teams are created at scale at the same time. And note that we are able to provide schools with the ability to create their own templates. And this is crucial. We know that one size does not fit all. So the definition of a generic template is not useful for a school. And we strongly believe, and we know that schools have the requirement and the need to create their own templates based on their own curriculum, their own expertise, their own, kind of learned lessons along the way. So we are able to provide this ability to create these templates, and schools are able to deploy teams at scale in the beginning of every school year successfully in a very quick and effortlessly manner.
All right, so what's the best way for schools to get started with Bind Tuning?
Super easy. So you just have to go to bindtuning.com/education, and we have a very simple way for you to schedule a demo with us. I hope to see you there.